One place I have not eaten at in a dog's age is Subway. Not that I don't care for Subway, I just haven't eaten there in a hot minute, right? It's an okay sub. Back in the day, it was much better, in my opinion, than it is today, but it's an okay sub. It's a decent place to grab a solid lunch. With the onset of other places like Jimmy John's and things like that, other mom and pop sandwich places, more options means you don't have to necessarily settle for a Subway, but there are people out there that are going to hear that and go, hey, you wouldn't settle if you had a Subway. Anyway, I tell you all of this to say one of the things for someone of my age that if you go into a Subway now and you get a sandwich, you're like, that's not the way it's supposed to be done, though, is how they cut the sandwich. You guys remember how they used to cut the loaf of bread at a Subway? It wasn't cut like a normal sandwich. It wasn't cut just in half and the bread just opened up and then stuff by. Remember the V? The V notch? This.
So, to the younger crowd, this may seem entirely fake, and that the older crowd's trying to pull one over on you. But Subway used to cut their sandwiches so different, and it looked insane. But it was actually better. Let's talk about it. So this right here is how Subway currently cuts their sandwiches. You know, it looks like a sandwich. But back in the day, 90s, 80s, this is how Subway would cut their sandwiches. I know, it looks like it can talk to you. It turns out that this process right here was actually better for sandwich consumption, but it does make it look like you are eating so much more bread. Now here's the reason behind why they decided to cut it this way. So when you push down on the top of that sandwich, all of the ingredients don't just fly out the sides like they do today. So that bread crevice, for a lack of better term, would actually keep all the ingredients in there because the top would just push it right into it rather than allowing it to kind of seep out the sides. So Subway actually patented that style of cut, but they phased it out about 20 years ago. Now, I don't know if you could go into a Subway today and ask for the old way of cutting or the V-cut, but I guarantee the worker is going to have no idea what you're talking about. But it might be worth a shot, so you can get a former look into the glory that was the Subway V-cut back in the day. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
It's true. That's how Subway used to cut their bread. They used to take this V notch right out of the top of the loaf. And I don't know why they stopped doing it, because it worked. People liked it. It was one of the niches of Subway was the weird way that they cut their bread. Something else that is true. Meat Crevice just so happened to be the name of my Aha cover band in 91. Yeah, I know. That was a long road to go down to get to that particular cover band joke. I don't know what to tell you.